For that price, how good could it be? Actually, how bad could it be? Guess we're gonna find out. What's up, fellow Tidophiles on YouTube? It's Austin0384 here, bringing you the full review of the Maxan Big Gold 2003 3D plated World Heavyweight Championship. If you've seen the unboxing, you already know what you're in for. And it's been 7 days since I unboxed this title, and I found some positives about the replica. I don't want to like crap all over this thing, but there are some things that I have to call out. But there's also good things. So, looking through the comments, I found a couple of comments that brought up good points. Points that I thought of myself as well, but points that should be addressed that are positive to this replica belt. If you're somebody who's looking for a better quality replica, this is still not a great belt, but it still has some redeeming qualities that can be used for other purposes. And for the value, for what I paid for it, it's really not a piece of crap, I guess you could say. It will have some uses and functions. So I'm going to be reviewing the belt. I'm going to be scoring it based on a new system that I created for myself. I'm not an expert. Again, I'm a rookie, but it's what I feel are important points when purchasing a replica belt from my point of view. And I'm going to be using this standard going forward for every unboxing and every review that I do. Before we dive into this review, I just want to give a shout out to the following people from the comments section. I also want to thank you guys. I've gone from a maybe 7 subscriber count about 3 months ago, 4 months ago when I first started to get serious about building a YouTube channel. I'm now at 55 subscribers as of today on Sunday. So I just want to thank you guys. The comments have been great. The feedback's been great. The support has been great. I also want to give a shout out to Matt Koon for the new intro music. Matt Koon, if you don't know it, he is the music producer for all of Conrad Thompson's podcasts. He makes the theme song for Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. He also has been responsible for the theme music for the Eric Bischoff podcast, 83 Weeks. He's also done the Jeff Jarrett theme song for his new podcast as well. So, shout out to Matt Koon. You can reach him at his Twitter handle right there. And his DMs are open. So the man is looking for business. I was very fortunate and lucky I got in contact with him when I did. The track that he gave me is something that I've been vying for the past 3 months. Again, when I started getting serious about my YouTube channel. And I feel that the 80s, 90s vibe is very strong with this track. And it speaks to my personality, what I grew up with, and what I want to portray my channel to be. And lastly, I just want to give a quick shout out to X-Man Belts, guys who are making my 2002 World Heavyweight Championship replica. I'm not getting paid by these guys, but I am promoting them because the communication with them has been bar none. It's been phenomenal. And they ask for details. They communicate anytime that there's something that they think I should approve. And they ask for pictures. They've done a video chat with me. So I'm very thrilled, and I'm so excited for 30 or 60 days from now to be receiving my World Heavyweight Championship from them. I feel that belt is going to smoke this one, and it's going to be a really good one. You'll definitely want to tune in for the unboxing. You will definitely want to tune in for the review. So stay tuned for that. So there's 6 criteria so that I don't go rambling on, because I can be like Eric Bischoff. I can ramble on for at least an hour about Pakistan and belt makers and this title here. To keep myself on track and to get straight to the point for you guys, there's 6 criteria that I'm going to be rating all my belts on going forward. And the reason why I've come to those 6 points are because those are ones that are important to me and dictate the overall experience when it comes to purchasing, receiving, and owning a replica. So, let's talk about one of the things that seems to be plaguing me when it comes to Pakistani belt makers. The snaps. Either I can never get them to snap, or they pop out like these guys do. And it's kind of ironic because if you look, I lost 2 female snaps, and on this belt hanger, there's 2 female snaps. So it's kind of like you can just. It's like they knew. It's like Maxan knew that those snaps are going to pop out. I'm also going to address Maxan. Like I said, they have multiple titles available on Amazon at multiple price points and multiple qualities. So again, I'm trying to find the positive here. They may put out better quality replicas. I don't know. I'm not willing to spend $500 to find out. But they do have a huge variety on Amazon. And I'm finding more and more of their replicas starting to pop up. So I'll just address some of the stuff from the card. So it's Maxan Custom Wrestling Belts. We are manufacturers of all kinds of wrestling belts, boxing belts, and also we do customized work. So I will say they don't do customized work from my experience. When I asked for the nameplate to be inscribed, he told me, nope, we don't do that. If you want that done, go to a metal worker. When I asked about the gold tip on the belt, he said no. I said, I'm willing to pay extra. And he told me, absolutely not. I'm not doing that for you. You'll take it as is. Okay. And, you know, that's within his right. Again, I don't know if they treat a $500 customer differently. Perhaps they go out of their way to do more customized work for them. I don't know. The other thing is, I couldn't help but notice on this card, it said, thank you for ordering with us. Get 10% off your next order. However, it doesn't tell you if there's like a promo code you have to use. There's no directions on how to get that 10% off. So just a word of warning to you all, if you are looking for that 10%. I'm not sure how you go about getting it. So that's that from Maxan International. One of the other things that also drives me a little nutty about this is I hate that the Pakistani belt makers are using the box style cut, and it may be somewhat appropriate for this title depending on which version of it. Go watch Hazard F5's videos on the World Heavyweight Championship, the history of the World Heavyweight Championship. There's a buttload of knowledge out there, and he even says that, you know, there's a version of this belt that used this style, I guess. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm a fan of it for the titles where it was maybe appropriate for, like the Winged Eagle or, you know, the old style tag belts. the old school Intercontinental Championship maybe. I could kind of see that, but for this, the big gold, I'm not buying it. The fact that the nameplate here is raised and bent, I can see why he didn't want to customize it for me, because you can't even remove it. I guess I have a little bit of crumb rind experience here, because this this bottom part is bent in, kind of like how the top part was bent in on the original crumb rind when Scott Steiner took that belt before he replaced it with the cast copy. Not a fan of these side plates either. Like I said in the unboxing, they look out of place. They're flat as a pancake, and they look comically large compared to what I feel the actual replicas use from WWE Shop. The center plate is also a lot smaller than I anticipated it to be. Again, I was expecting it to be along the lines of the official WWE Shop version, but the center plate size is just not anywhere near. This looks to be more closer to the size of a Fandue big gold center plate, and I'm not a fan of the Fandue belts either. Probably the biggest thing that bothers me the most about this title is the rope, the rope trim that goes around the center plate. If you look at the rope trim in the picture from the Amazon website, and Stephen Hammer brought this up, they just take the WWE Shop or the Figures Inc. photos and they display them as though they were their own. I did a little research, and it looks like this is molded off of a Mattel or toy version of the World Heavyweight Championship, and this is the kind of rope border that they used. Again, it's a tiny little nitpick, but it definitely is probably the uglier, probably most jarring parts of this replica that was really disappointing to me. One day, I am going to get a Pakistani belt maker to get me snaps that actually work. So that's my overall review for the Maxan Big Gold Replica Championship. Again, it's not the best belt. For $96, it's a good throwaway title. It's good for the kids. It's good for a teenager. It can be great for Halloween, for even cosplay. But if you're looking for a replica belt, this should be a lesson to everyone. Spend the money, save up, spend the money for an actual belt maker or for a higher quality replica. Don't compromise and get something like this. Big shout out to all my subscribers, and a thank you to anybody who views my content. If you could leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. I am looking to join the YouTube partnership program. I'd like to get monetization, just me being transparent. I'm looking to grow this channel. You have to have 1,000 subscribers in a 12-month period, and you have to have 4,000 views in that 12-month period as well. And I firmly believe that I can achieve that, and I will be producing content regularly. So every Sunday, I'm planning on uploading video, and I'm going to be expanding my horizons, going into unboxings from Munch Packs, food reviews, and multiple personal histories of replica belts. I can't do histories of titles because Hazard F5 just has that on lockdown. There's no way I can even come close to what he does. But I feel I can give my own personal history and my own personal views on a replica belt, and I feel like we can all band together as fellow titlephiles. And I'm going to leave you with this. Normalize bringing your replica belts out in public. I run into a lot of people who are like, damn, is that the real thing when it comes to my Big Eagle or my Winged Eagle belt? And they'll be like, is that the real deal? You know, and there's so many of us out there who appreciate, there's so many fans out there and nerds, and I feel like it breaks down a lot of barriers. and it just gets you to the point where you both can look at each other and say, I love this belt. And it makes a lot of people's days when they can take a picture with the title and they really truly feel like a champion as well. No disrespect to people who like to keep them in the glass case. I just feel like if you're paying $300, $400 for a belt, bring it out with you, man. You never know what kind of friends you can make or how you can change somebody's day for the better. If it was a $2,000 replica, yeah, I'd keep that in a glass case, absolutely, right? But for $300 or $400, I mean, why not walk around, feel like the champ, throw that shit around? It's a good feeling. So normalize bringing your replicas out in public. This is Austin0384 signing off, telling you, have a good day. Peace.